Welcome to On the Money. I'm Michelle Lee. So great to see you. We're going to be talking about the biggest money headlines in Missouri and Illinois over the past week. We're going to help you save money, spend money, and we'll be talking about the biggest headlines coming from our largest corporations. So let's start with cleanup and recovery efforts after Hurricane Helene. The Better Business Bureau is giving suggestions on ways you can help and avoid getting scammed at the same time. So first, ask if the charity is providing fast assistance and has on-the-ground presence. Find out which emergency needs the charity is addressing, like access to food and water, and be critical of crowdfunding requests. It is the safest thing to do to give to people or groups that you personally know and trust. And see if there will be other opportunities to give, because each disaster has both immediate and long-term needs. And verify a charity's trustworthiness by looking it up yourself online without clicking on any links. A brand new report shows that the U.S. shows us just how stalled the housing market is right now in the country. According to Redfin, only 2.5% of homes in the U.S. have been sold this year, making it the lowest turnover rate in at least 30 years. Homes in suburban and rural areas are changing hands a little more than those in the urban areas. Economists hope the Fed's recent rate cut will help. St. Louis County's tax freeze application is open for seniors. Now, this helps people who may have their house paid off, live on fixed incomes, and don't feel like they should continue to pay property taxes. To qualify, you must be 62 years old by the end of this year, have written proof of ownership, and primarily live there. You can only claim one residence, and only one member of the household can submit. You do need proof of residence, ownership, and ID. But experts say that they've made it very easy to apply.
We developed a very simple process that they can apply online, and if they need assistance or they don't have the ability to apply online at their own homes, they can come to 4 of our locations and get concierge service and assistance applying and putting those documents directly into our system.
And the deadline to apply is June 30th of next year. We've also got all this information under the As Seen on TV section of KSDK.com. Hundreds of Medicare patients across the country are currently seeing a price drop of dozens of prescription drugs. The Biden administration announced that Medicare Part B enrollees will pay smaller prices for 54 prescription drugs. Several of those drugs are used to treat illnesses like cancer, osteoporosis, and pneumonia. These price cuts were made possible through a change in the Inflation Reduction Act, and the price drops are in effect right now. A new healthcare facility will soon be coming to Dutchtown. According to our partners at the St. Louis Business Journal, Family Healthcare Centers, a nonprofit health organization, plans to break ground in November on a $14 million facility. So this will be off South Grand Boulevard at Chippewa Street. The new facility will provide primary care, behavioral health, nutritional services, and much more. It aims to open its doors in June of 2026. A crucial mental health resource is also now available to Jefferson County residents, and it's the first of its kind for our area. Our Mercedes McKay brings us an inside look on the new Behavioral Health Crisis Center that's now open in Festus.
This is our unit. Folks can stay with us for up to 23 hours.
For Lauren Bruce, mental well-being has always been top of mind.
It's health, right? And for a really long time, it was kind of pushed to the backside.
A trend she saw firsthand.
In my former life, I was a Division I field hockey coach, and I saw just the impact that a lot of my student athletes had when it came to behavioral health needs.
Now, Bruce devotes her life to meeting those needs through Compass Health Network's crisis centers.
The state's trying to strategically put them in spots where we can serve the most people.
Now serving people in Festus, the crisis center is the first of its kind in Jefferson County.
It's really important to have this in the community to support people where maybe they haven't had access to these resources in the past.
Those resources include case managers, nurses, and psychiatrists, while connecting patients to ongoing care.
Crisis is totally in the eye of the beholder, so something that might put you into crisis may not put somebody else into crisis. And we really want to honor that and respect that.
The center gives people access to showers, laundry, meals, and clothes while maximizing resources.
The whole point of the crisis centers is to divert people from unnecessarily utilizing law enforcement and hospitals in a behavioral health crisis.
Since opening up its first of 5 crisis centers in 2021, Compass Health has saved the state over $62 million and served over 17,000 people. 95% of their clients have 0 hospitalizations or contact with law enforcement 30 days after their stay.
They can divert their time to kind of more pressing matters. So we're really excited to help support those individuals and our first responders.
Support that comes in the form of hope for everyone who walks through these doors.
We might have seen them on the worst day of their life, and maybe they've gone to recovery or treatment, maybe they are connected to services, maybe they're housed now, and they come back and just say thank you, which kind of makes it all worth it.
And that was Mercedes McKay reporting. Right now, the center is open Monday to Friday from 7 in the morning to 11 at night. Anyone 18 and older experiencing a behavioral health or substance use related crisis is welcome. It will be open 24/7 starting on October 21st. We also want to bring you more information on a recall that could impact your furry friends. If you have 4-pound bags of Answers pet food, beef or chicken formula, throw it out. Salmonella has been detected in some samples, but at least we can tell you that so far, no dogs have been reported sick. Right now, a measure to extend marijuana dispensary hours is awaiting approval from St. Louis Mayor Tashara Jones. Last Friday, the Board of Aldermen voted to approve keeping dispensary hours open until 10 p.m. 7 days a week. The city has been bringing in a lot of money since recreational marijuana became legal. According to Alderman Rasheen Aldridge, St. Louis is currently raking in $2.4 million in revenue. Right now, demolition at the Shell gas station on North Tucker is underway. That demolition project kicked off earlier this week on Monday. The measure comes after the city shut down the gas station last month after police reports of hundreds of calls from there over the years. City officials say the project should take about 1 to 2 weeks to complete. No other gas station or convenience stores will be allowed there either. The Mainlander is soon getting a change of scenery. According to our partners at the St. Louis Business Journal, the Central West End restaurant will relocate to a larger space on Euclid Avenue where Salt and Smoke used to be. The Mainlander aims to open this new location by the end of February 2025. The restaurant, which dubbed itself as an American Supper Club, first opened in July last year after launching as a pop-up concept. This week, there is one less restaurant, though, in South City. A diner celebrating superheroes is now closed for business. Last weekend, Gotham and Eggs announced its closure on social media and thanked the community for its support. The short-lived diner opened on South Grand last year and was robbed by burglars twice. The most recent incident happened back in July when 3 masked thieves broke in during a string of smash and grabs. The company, Procter & Gamble, is set to bring in 100 new jobs to the St. Louis area. It invested close to $200 million in a recent expansion of the North City location. They are bringing in new equipment as well as setting up a new warehouse and office building. According to business leaders in the city, the new addition will be beneficial to more than just Missouri's workforce.
They actually built a relationship with the St. Louis Public Schools. So being able to create curriculums where the students in high school can get expansion and exposure to these career opportunities for them to start having a living wage day one.
The new jobs could bring in over $60,000 in annual wages. Well, right now, hackers are working to get access to your data. Tens of millions of people were potentially affected in a recent cyber attack on a major data broker. Our Consumer Reports brings us more on what you can do to protect yourself before hackers strike again. Here's Mike Bush.
Like many of us, Consumer Reports tech editor Nicholas DeLeon knows how it feels to be the victim of a data breach. His advice?
Don't panic. My social security number was stolen in that big Equifax hack, and I was eventually able to sort everything out.
One important step Nicholas took, freezing his credit at the big 3 credit agencies, a move CR generally recommends since it can help prevent criminals from opening new accounts in your name.
The thing is, anytime you need credit, say you're going to rent an apartment or you're going to buy a new phone, you'll need to unfreeze your credit to do so. You can do all of this by simply calling the credit agency and asking them to freeze and unfreeze your credit as needed.
A less restrictive option, contacting the credit agencies to put a fraud alert on your credit. This alerts lenders to take extra steps to verify someone's identity because their personal information may have been compromised. It's also a good idea to keep an eye on your free weekly credit reports, credit score, and credit card statements.
And if you ever notice any weird or unauthorized charges on your credit card statement, you should immediately contact the issuer.
Finally, if you're a victim of a data breach, be sure to change your password, not only on your hacked account, but also anywhere else you've used it. And pro tip, instead of reusing passwords in the future, consider using a password manager. They generate and store unique, complex passwords for each of your accounts. Many will also alert users if their password was leaked in a data breach, including CR recommended password managers from 1Password, Dashlane, and Keeper.
And you should also get rid of any online accounts that you don't use anymore. Having too many, of course, increases the risk of your data being misused or stolen. And finally, check this out. Next week, Amazon is offering Prime Big Deal Days, October 8th and October 9th, with the goal, of course, to help you stock up on those essentials and get ahead of the holidays. So keep in mind, you do have to be a Prime member, but if you want to hack the system a little bit, you can sign up for a 30-day free trial and cancel at the end of it. It's pretty easy to cancel. Well, that does it for our top consumer stories of the week. Thanks for joining us for On the Money. I'm Michelle Lee. Have a great day.